Greetings, dear participants. Today we're discussing the role of the woman and woman leadership in our liberal family. In this context, Ukraine today reflects the hard work we all do every day to protect our country, our home. Volunteers, journalists, rescuers, doctors, psychologists, farmers, and even railway workers, residents of the smallest villages and the biggest cities, each in its sphere, on its side, on its front, keep the resistance, stand resilient, step by step, bringing closer our victory. For over 200 days, Ukrainian women have been fighting alongside men for their freedom and independence, for their families and well-being and democratic values as such. Usually, Ukrainian women have spoken and advocated with the agenda of peace, such as it was before 24th of February. But since that day, women politicians, diplomats, and activists are advocating 24/7 for protective dues, weapon, humanitarian assistance, for everything which could bring our victory closer. Women are leading force behind the mass demonstration all around the globe, aiming to bring attention to the Russian crimes. This level of women leadership is also a result of the investments we made in gender equality before the outbreak of the full-scale war. In empowering women, we much talked about the importance of the gender equality for development and for growth of the country, and now we learn its significant importance for survival and defending of our country. Ukrainian women's organizations and associations have become a powerful link for providing logistics for humanitarian and military assistance from our countries. Brave Ukrainian women crossed the border in large trucks and buses to deliver aid to Ukraine, as men could not cross the border due to the martial law. At the local level, women heads of territorial communities, even despite the threat to their lives, continued to stay with their people and do everything possible to provide vital goods to their communities, to coordinate everybody to withstand the aggression. There are so many heartbreaking stories you've heard from me and many others. The one about Olga Sukhenko, a mayor in a Ukrainian village near Kiev. She was kidnapped together with her family, tortured and executed along with her husband and son. They did nothing but help others to get food and evacuate them from the village to save the lives of others. Despite the full-scale war, we have maintained the work of our institutions, from central to local, with the prices of our lives, but making sure that we withstand, that we are resilient. We guarantee democracy, the rule of law and human rights wherever we could. We observe the same dedication and commitment of Ukrainian men and Ukrainian women on all fronts, economic, informational, and social. The war has become a shock therapy for any remaining gender-based stereotypes in Ukrainian society. Women also stand alongside men in the line of fire, perform combat tasks. Currently, it's 15% of the women in the armed forces of Ukraine, which is about 50,000 of servicewomen. Among the Ukrainian military personnel, there are female tank crew members, female drone pilots, female gunners, company and platoon leaders, and many others. The whole world saw their heroism, and the heroism of the Mariupol defenders who stayed at Azovstal and held the front with the price of their lives. Every day and night, residents of Kharkiv, Nikopol, and Zaporizhia, and many other cities have to stay in basements due to the constant missile attacks. Some cities are living under occupation for more than 7 months already, and every day we learn new shocking details of Russian war crimes on the occupied territories against all Ukrainians, despite their gender and age. Millions of Ukrainian women with their children have fled the country. Hundreds of thousands were forcefully moved to Russia. On May 11th, the European Parliament voted an important resolution that condemns the use of sexual and gender-based violence and deportation of the Ukrainian women and their children as weapons of war and emphasizes that this is a war crime, a deliberate war crime. Russians are actively working on concealing the heroic war crimes in their army. Recent fightings in the newly liberated territories confirm our worst fears. We must stand united and strong against Russian genocidal policy. We urge to take concrete steps to make Russia pay for the crimes, from stopping issuing visas to Russian citizens and the families of those criminals, tightening sanctions including the energy, and confiscating Russian assets abroad, which could be used also to help the victims. And we stand with you, and you please stand with us. We will not let you down. But we need you to help us as long as it's needed until the war is over and Ukraine will overcome. Glory to Ukraine.